I always have to adjust myself. Oh, hello. So, welcome, guys. Well, actually, I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm not gonna start immediately. Wait, where's my drink? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I lost my drink. It's gone. That's okay. I got another cold one. Listen to that. Wait, if I can. Ah, damn it. My mic doesn't pick it up anymore. I miss my old mic settings. Welcome to my stream. I I'm gonna wait a little bit for people to come in if anybody does. If not, I'll continue regardless. So today's gonna be a bit of a different stream. First off, uh thanks for all the happy birthday wishes and all the support and stuff. I really appreciate all of you, you know? I don't I know I say it a lot more than a lot of people probably do, but I really do mean it. Like I'm not I wouldn't continue playing Mapinogi without all of you guys. You're great, you're fantastic. You make the game way funner than it is alone. And it's good to just hang out with people every once in a while, even if I'm a little bit socially inept and I like hide on my homestead with my pillow or other people's homesteads with my pillow. But today I'm gonna mix up the stream a bit and I'm not gonna be playing games. And I know some of you people who are watching this video is pretty upset that I had tricked you into coming into a just chatting when I had this clearly labeled as Mabinogi. It's in the background, I'm safe. I swear. Wait, I need music. I have no music. Second, a little bit late. Oops. Oops, I forgot I moved my desk around a bit. A little bit late. I haven't really streamed in 2 days. It's been really busy. I had to go out uh well 2 days in a row. The first day I didn't really get to go out, but whatever. Wasted time. But the second day I was out for a good portion of the day, and then I was just extremely exhausted when I got back. So when I all tuckered out and went to sleep. But hopefully, well, finally I got to sit down and do the stream, so hopefully it goes well. I had originally had a relatively longer script. It wasn't going to be like, well, I shouldn't say script. It was more like a list to keep myself on track because you guys know how much I forget stuff. But I'm forgetting something right now. I meant to do something. Oh yeah, music. I had um I had lost it because my power went out due to a lightning storm. That happened yesterday. So we'll do what we got. It's gonna be short today. Need YouTube. I need to learn how you guys get like Spotify playing on Twitch. Because it's been kind of wonky for me. I tried to get it playing on OBS and it just like the audio comes out distorted. I think it's my drivers. I might have to reinstall my graphics card. What's a good what's a good Mabinogi song for background music? Can I have that? Does next song hit you upside the head for having Mabinogi music in the stream? How the hell if I know? Hmm. Was when I got like all the dungeons, but they don't have it like I need it extended. I don't want to sit. I don't want to sit in a dungeon. I should have sat in a dungeon for music. I regret not sitting in a dungeon. All right, screw it. We going back to the classic. Woo, that was way louder than I expected it to be. You turn everything down. There we go. All right, now we're all set up. We're a bit. Some people get in. Yes. I am streaming a bit late, so I guess a lot of people won't be able to make it. But that's all right. Uh, wow, dude, what the fuck is my brain today? It's like the third time I completely forgot what I was doing. All right. This is gonna be kind of weird. I did this with the expectation of messing with some people as well, but I guess it's what is it? It's the weekend. Maybe I should have saved it until Monday. Oh well, fuck it, let's do it. So yeah, happy birthday me, June 22nd. My birthday passed. There was a lot of support, which I appreciate all of you. It was real fun. We all hung out. You know, did a little bit of content together. Went to go, you know, check out Owen Hime's absolutely insane homestead, and also I gotta go check on Soul Leaf because she's working on hers too. But also, like, you know, in general, just had a lot of fun chatting and playing around. I got some nice gifts, which is always welcome. And I got my homestead changed to Grassy Land, which was my big birthday gift from all my friends on Mabinogi. And so, with that said, my plan for my birthday was actually to have a stream where I brought up my wish list. That's right, I have a wish list for Unreal Engine 5 Mabinogi. You wondering what this gray square is? This gray square is in case you disagree with me or you don't understand. Do you understand? Well, if you do understand, I won't have to use the gray square. All right. Wait, is my music playing? Oh, here, hold on. Oh, it's playing through my headphones. Oh, okay, you know, fair enough. We take it. Ooh, hold on a second. I realize I'm not on Discord. Whoops. Did I do this in chat? No, I don't want to get salty today. Hey, Leah. I totally didn't summon you here. Yeah, thanks for the happy birthday. Oh, wait, you did miss my birthday because I wasn't here. Or not, because you wasn't here and I didn't say anything. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got so busy for like 3 days. I didn't say anything to anyone on Discord. I said some stuff to people in game, but I was like trying to speed run my passes, which were all running out. Thanks for showing up to help keep me company. I was expecting a bit more, but I guess like everyone's kind of busy today. I don't know if I should like stop it or not, but I'm thinking, yeah, fuck it, I'll just go with it. Oh, just chatting a lot? Okay, fair enough. All right. Hmm? All right, are you ready? All right, here we go. We just have to go with it. Sorry for you VOD watchers that I like held you up for so long. Uh, so my totally is that Road Combatant 6 music you hear? No, that's Scarlet Nexus. Don't you remember Scarlet Nexus? It was one of the few games that I brought day one. I brought it day one and I thought the game was out for like 2 years. Yeah, it's the hangout music. So, right off the rip, let's just dive right into it, alright? Because I keep hesitating and procrastinating. I have wishes for Unreal Engine 5 when Mabinogi comes out. And these are my beautiful and totally not meme-filled expectations for the game. So, first off, no, not the oh boy, don't hit me with that. You know, my IQ is quite large. It's double digit. Girls like double digits. Then, so, first off, right off the top, we need to make huge changes to the chat bubble. You may not understand what I mean if you don't talk to a lot of people in the game. Hydrate? Oh wait, where's my drink? Damn it, I just opened it. Oh, there it is. We need to make changes to chat bubble. It moves too damn much. Like, it needs to stay kind of still when people are running. When Unreal Engine 4 or 5 version of Mabinogi releases, I expect the chat window or chat bubble to not bounce as much. I'm not going to use the gray square if you don't understand this one. Like, anybody who's played Mabinogi and had someone say something to them and then proceed to run in circles, probably hit the L key to see what they said in chat history because they can't fucking read it. Because the chat bubble was like bouncing all over the place and rapidly moving at like 20 FPS. They need to take a lesson from Phantasy Star. That window's gotta stay, or that bubble's gotta stay a little bit still. You know what I mean? I mean, the gray box is for when people don't understand what I'm talking about. I'm gonna draw a picture, a literal picture. Oh, it's a little bit, not cut correctly. It is bothering me a little bit. Not cut correctly. It's good now. They have mercy on these eyes of yours? Hell no. That's what Nexon's saying right now, though. They should have mercy on our eyes. Like, seriously. The box needs to sit still. Like, anybody who's seen it knows exactly what I'm talking about. I have nobody in my homestead to prove it, but if I had anybody in my homestead, I would have them prove it. Another thing is, like, the chat bubbles. I mean, hear me out. Now, this is a suggestion, alright? The chat bubbles for all chats that you are involved in, like the guild, the party, especially raid chat, should have its own chat bubble and preferably have like an outline that displays what color or what chat it's in by color. And when I say outline, I mean not conflicting with the current like custom chats that people get. You know how like you have a splash in the background of like if you've ever played RuneScape and you hit an enemy, it has like a blood effect behind the letters. Something like that, where it's like it's on the outline, but it's behind it, and you can kind of see it's clearly behind it. Because like if you ever do like Gurg raids and stuff, it's really obnoxious. The chat gets forced to the raid chat every time you switch areas or you join the party, and you have to keep switching back to normal chat to talk to people because otherwise they can't see your chat bubble. Or you have to have the chat window open, which is horrendous. That thing takes up a lot of space. I mean, look at this thing. Wait, hold on. Look at this thing. Massive. I'm on an ultra wide. That's still a lot. That's a lot of space. I mean, if I can make this completely transparent and only have this plus this, you know, like in every other game, it would be fine. But like having this Vista fucking bar on top for me to click and drag, definitely taking up space. All right, we're going down the list. Nobody disagrees with me so far. No one can disagree. I am the writerest boy right now, right? All right, I'm gonna have a controversial take. Are you ready for the controversial take? I'm fine with it for the for like DMs, because like in DMs it's perfectly fine to have like the huge bar plus the name, because you actually have to double click on their name inside the window in order to make a group chat. All right, controversial take. We need to divide party chat. Hey, Plus, how's it going? Thanks. My birthday was 2 days ago. It's my late birthday stream. You said happy birthday to me like 4 times already. Like, use a bros. No, don't shout him out. I didn't plan for this. Okay, fair enough. It's broken. It's not working. Plus has no clips. This man never clipped himself in his life. I think if we clip him, he'll delete it. Good lord. Okay. We're going on to the controversial take. We need to divide party chat. What do you mean your heart will go on? I'm right. We need to divide party chat. All right, look at this. Look at this, right? And then tell me this is okay. Now go to party chat. I want to see my peoples talking in party. I can't see my peoples talking in party. There's no message bubble over their head. This shit is clogging up party chat at all times. How can I talk to people in party chat when I'm running dungeons? This is why everyone talks in normal. Nobody uses this shit. We need to divide this. We need to make a recruit chat where like the party ads go to. That way people, when they're like adding for like looking for runs or you know, looking for, or they're trying to buy stuff or sell stuff, it would be in a tab that says recruit. You don't have enough pixels on your phone? Oh damn. So do me a favor, Plus. Open your chat. Wait, are you at the game? You're not at the game. When you open your chat log and then you look at the party, you genuinely can't tell what people are saying to you. Because of all the like wanted and stuff. I could DM it to you. Oh yeah, you should be sleeping. Yeah, go get some rest, man. Thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate the happy birthday again. We need to divide party chat and then make it a recruit chat. Keep it the same limitations. But if they don't want to keep it the same limitations, another controversial take. Have an advertisement, have like an advertisement tab thing where it has like similar limitations to like the party advertisement, where you can't fit a lot of characters in it, but it specifically goes into its own tab. if they don't want to fix the party thing, it would be fine to have like a little tab where you would see that. So like the people who are selling are separate from the people who are looking for like runs and hosting stuff. Add it to Origins list. This is my Unreal Engine 5 wish list, man. Alright, take care, man. Have a great night. It's old, it's dated. But you know, the sad thing is like Mabinogi's UI is still better than like 90% of the MMOs that I've played in my life. Like I played so many MMOs that have such horrible UIs. It's either underdeveloped or it's overdeveloped. Mabinogi is like the perfect middle ground. There is nothing entirely wrong with their UI, but there's nothing entirely right with it. The only exception, in my opinion, is this, but I'll talk about that in a minute, actually. Actually, I'll talk about that now. We need to have this shit movable. Why can't I move this? I should be able to click and drag this where I want it to be. Help me, Nexon. Look, I really want to move my hotbar. I can't keep looking up at the top left. It gets me killed. I have to look at what's happening. This is a very interactive game. Despite what people will say to you, this is much more interactive than most MMOs out there. Like Final Fantasy XIV, you already know the fight, you already know where to stand to, you could stare at your damn hotbars if you choose. In this game, I already know the fight, I already know where I gotta go, and I still can't stare at my hotbar because the enemies will do random shit. You have to react to things in a fair amount of situations. I mean, unless you're so powerful that you just remove all interaction from the game. But I'm not walking around with an ERG 50 fucking, you know, rune or demolition, whatever people are rocking that they're melting everything in like half a second. Or P-knuckles. The P-knuckles that people use. I see people punching people with their P-knuckles. Yeah, Valve, please fix Mobby's hotbars. Oh wait, hold on, where's it at? Oh wait, there it is, there it is. Okay, so we going on to things, right? Okay. Alright, less controversial takes. Allow an option to show our stamina and mana with our HP bar. Is that unreasonable? For Unreal Engine 5, when it comes out, when I hold this button, I see my mana and my stamina here. It don't even have to be huge bars. It could be about the same size as this. But having to look down here gets me killed. And I frequently, as you could probably already see, I run out of stamina a lot. And I have a really hard time seeing the stamina bar. I'm asking for a miracle, yeah, but this is my wish list. And wishes rarely come true. That's something I learned from Christmas. Yep. So glasses on. Next one. Wait, I closed it. Sorry. I closed it. Ah! Oh no, Windows 11! Trying to assign my window to particular locations. There it is. So, the ability to turn off my name, title, and etc., but exclusively my own. I just want to turn off only mine. Please, Nexon. Wait, hold on, my Pepsi is blocking the camera. Please, Nexon. I need to be able to not see my stuff sometimes. I want to like only see my character. I get really distracted sometimes when I see my name over other people's name. But in general, like, I just find it to be really dumb to have your name when you're in the center of the screen. The exception to that being Final Fantasy XIV, where you can adjust the verticality of your camera, which would also determine where your character would be on your screen. Thanks for the hydrate and the stretch. You can hear it. I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear it. Okay, okay. What was the other thing again? Oh, yeah. Ringo Burr. Yeah, that would be a really nice thing, honestly. And alongside with that, this is going to be a very controversial take. Don't allow me to block my mouse by clicking myself. Let me click through me. In fact, let me click through walls that are not blocking my character. Why? Have you got how? I'm pretty sure all of you have done this. Every one of you have gone to Tech Doing, or if you're an oldies player, you've gone to Coil Dungeon, and you have tried to zoom out. And because your camera wasn't giving you a prostate exam, a tree blocked you, or a pillar blocked you, and you clicked the wrong thing, and you went running off into the wall. Or worse, you tried to click an enemy without control because you were perfectly, like, you were already over them and you've seen the ring. And your character's breathing animation made you move in a way, so you end up not clicking the enemy, and you get hit. Or die over it. If you're an elf, you probably died over it. That'll definitely be fixed. That is something I won't bother to even ask about because it's going to be fixed. It's not gonna... My computer was making weird noises. It sounded like my case was creaking. Probably was. It'll probably be fixed just because, like, Unreal Engine 5 has, Unreal Engine 5 is going to be much more optimized, even if they do, like, streamed performance and stuff. Like streaming textures to us and whatnot. It should be way more optimized for that, so... No, this is my wish list, not yours, Leah. I'm gonna need you to sit down. An elf is talking. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm not human racist, that's terrible. Don't look at me like that. I didn't do anything wrong. I made a joke. I made a joke. I do agree. The clipping is a bit jarring. Although they don't have physics, it would to an extent be really nice if the hair bent to prevent such an issue. And the same case for robes. I feel like they could have done a better job with robes to make them like move with the legs without them just stretching like an amateur did the animations. Like, there are outfits here that are new. Actually, one I can show you. One that I had gotten recently. Wait, I don't need motions. Look here, right? Not here. Is it here? Here it is. This outfit... Oh, wait, hold on. You can't see when I zoom out, I think. Yeah, you can't see when I zoom out. Hold on, let me close my... Add a DM over there too. I'm gonna close the gray square. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, why does it stretch like this when I walk? Like, it's perfectly attached to the legs, and it like messes up a lot. This is one of the big offenders when you're running, because when you're running, the center of the dress looks flat, and it looks like you're just like sliding a square. Back and forth, and it's just horrible. Like, I wear this dress to stand around. If I wear it, I don't want to move. I only wear it when I'm standing around. This dress is like a lesser offender, but look down here. Like, my leg goes through the dress because it's not anchored properly. They could make it move out a little bit more and also allow this to stretch a bit. It would be fine. I wouldn't mind. But I think making it look as amateur as humanly possible is a little bit cruel even for this game, which, you know, prides itself on having older age graphics. And it's fine for that. I think it's very appealing to look like a really late PlayStation 2 game that's been worked on for years. I just think that some of the stuff is unappealing. Like, you know, the dresses moving back and forth like a pair of scissors. All right. But yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I would definitely like to see the hair move, like when your character's head moves back, it bends a little bit. Like have an anchor point on the body where the hair can't pass. That way it'll look better than the hair just like cutting your body in half. Because I don't like wearing my hair as a dress either, so I don't like wearing long hair. You really love that sound. Ringleberg. Okay, there we go. All right, you ready for some controversial takes? Here's the more controversial ones coming up. Okay, so you know how you hit enemies, right? In this game. And you know how you get hit by enemies. I hope you do. There might be people out there who don't know how you get hit by enemies. Well, when you're not blocking, but we don't need to go into that. So, the damage numbers is kind of like, damage is always a very important thing in games like this. And I find one of the biggest problems in this game is that elements are not only like completely omitted from in-game information, like no one says shit about it. Like the AI just kind of doesn't say, or the NPCs don't mention anything about it. And they play like a huge role in how much damage you do to a lot of these enemies. If you know what elements to use, you can tear up entire dungeons, no problem. Especially if you get the Reforge for element on your weapon. So, my point is that for the damage numbers, we should have a splash behind them, similar to RuneScape's Blood Splash on behind their numbers, that show an element, like either like a blue, red, yellow line, or like have an icon next to it. And I also would like to see that for like melee magic range attributes. In the future, of course. For either the player and or the enemy, preferably both. Because it's a small little splash. It could be like 180 resolution texture. It doesn't need to be something huge. It could just be something that shows you what damage attributes you're being hit by or you're hitting with. And this would drastically improve how people gear themselves. They would understand more what they are dealing with. It wouldn't just be like, oh, I got hit by some shit and I just can't seem to defend with it. Now I gotta pop open the wiki. Because, the wiki's already kind of a big issue. Like, you boot the game up and you're like, okay, what do I do next? I guess I gotta pop open the wiki. Alright, the wiki says I do generations. What do I gotta do in these generations? Oh, gotta pop open the wiki. I mean, it's not that bad for all the generations. They've done a pretty good job redoing and trimming the fat on some of the older generations. But one of my friends recently started playing again, and he doesn't... Well, I shouldn't say started playing again, sorry. He recently started playing. One of my friends want to start playing again. But the one that just started playing the game for the first time, I had to hold his hand through so much because he just didn't know what to do. He didn't know where to go. He didn't know anything. He just like started the game and he's like, oh, is this like a game where you just like sit around and talk to people? Because it doesn't seem like there's any content in the game. And I'm like, all the content is right underneath your nose. You just don't know it. And this kind of goes back to like, the damage numbers, believe it or not, where like people would gear themselves better if they knew what they were getting hit with in this content without having to go to the wiki. And I think that overall it would aesthetically be better and as an update to the game. Like, it would visually be more pleasing to people to see that they have this information available to them immediately. And it could be something as simple as a small picture of an arrow, a small picture of a wand, and a small picture of a sword. So that they see exactly what damage they got hit by, and preferably having the element of or the yellow, blue, red for the elements or if they have to have a splash behind the numbers. I think the splash behind the numbers would be much better. It'd also be like, obviously damage numbers would be a little bit heavier on your computer, but with the upcoming of Unreal Engine 5, stuff should be a lot better optimization wise, and things that are like, you know, 140p or 180p resolution. Well, I guess I shouldn't say p because that's a TV screen resolution. But you know, 180 resolution texture shouldn't like hit your computer really hard, even if it is like splashed 24 times on your screen because you did bullet storm. Overall, like I think this would be a huge improvement. And if people didn't want access to this, they could have in the settings where they can turn it off, and you wouldn't have to see these things, especially if it lags you. You know, alternatively, I'm also down for color coding damage numbers, but I think color coding damage numbers can get people feeling kind of weird when it comes to them getting hit, because they're used to getting hit by red numbers, and if they're getting hit by like you know, red, blue, yellow, if they're like in a group of enemies, they might not know that they're the ones getting hit. They might think that they're the ones doing the hitting because they did like, I don't know, shooting rush, and then they get to like the end of the shooting rush and they're pretty much dead. I'm sorry though, I went on about this. I went old man mode, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. That's my opinion on it, at least. I believe that it would be much more beneficial for it. We should replace the flash of fully charged moves with at least a bar that fills up above the character or puppet's head instead. The reason why I say this is because it's very easy to implement, and the flash is very painful, to be honest. I turned off the flash, but turning off the flash made it a little bit harder for me to tell when my skills are fully charged. And I think that it would be much better if we just had the bar fill up. The bar doesn't appear unless you have like some kind of cooldown in which a bar is going down, like final hit, final strike, final shot. You know, those are the things that make a bar appear over your head, or, you know, this fantastic chorus, which makes the bar appear over your head. I would not be against having some kind of like charge bar that shows up, that shows that you're charging. You know, your move, because without the flash, it could be difficult to tell what you're doing. At least in my opinion, I feel like that would be a huge change. You know, for quality of life, and it's definitely an important thing on my wish list. Whew. And actually, I've been going a little bit at it for a minute. Give me a drink. Let me get a drink. Nice drink. I was expecting a lot more resistance from you guys. I would genuinely was like, I'm gonna start talking, they're gonna be like, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? I'll execute you right here and now if you say another thing. Guys, no. Not the chopping block. And you would get it anyway, because, you know. Oh, yeah. Alright, here's a big one. Alright. Cold Take Wish, abolish race exclusion. Abilities, passives like dual two hands, humans, elves get it. Do it, maybe stat prerequisite. I can understand that, actually. You know what, actually, talking about that, I was talking about it a bit later, but how about we put that on the burner to talk about after I'm done with the list? I'm gonna add that to the list of things that we talk about after the stream, because I wanna have a conversation about that with someone. I had a few conversations in game, but I'm not too sure if my perspective is really held, or not held, is really respected on it, because I'm not a very strong player. So I feel like, and I'm most likely wrong on this, But I feel like a lot of people, when we talked about it, were just like, yeah, well, he's a fucking elf, so of course he wants like more stuff for elves. But I want more stuff for all races because I think that this game shines best when everyone has access to everything, and no one is a very specific class. And that was the whole draw of this game. That was the whole reason why I started playing it. Okay. All right, let's see. Yeah, and it'll definitely suck if they add another race to the game, because that race will either be overpowered or they're gonna be shit. And I don't want them to like end up going through something like that. If they, if they decide that they want to expand to that point, because they're talking about this game living for 20 more years. So, next non-controversial take. Save window positions. If you don't know what I'm talking about, hold on, I'm about to show you the perfect example of window positions not being saved. You want to know what annoys me the most in this game? Look at this. You see my screen, right? All right, you're going to see a messy inventory because I did the event and stuff, but I haven't cleaned my inventory. So, when I want to do magic craft or fragmentation, right? Let's say I want to do fragmentation. Okay, I have my box right here. The reason why I have my bag right here, I usually have over here, mind you, because this is the bag where the newest stuff goes into. So, let's say it was over here and I want to move this window over here. So now every time I hit the button, I just do this. Well, actually I don't have to do that because I can do alt click. But like I alt click, fragment right there, right? Or let's say I frag it. I open the window again. It's back over here. Save the window position. Nexon. It doesn't seem like a big problem, guys, but trust me, when you are a crafter, this is one of your biggest time wasters. One of your biggest time wasters is that you have to actively build your inventory around this so that you can click it faster. So you're not just going from this side of the screen to this side over and over and over again. And it also, the worst part about it is when you do your fucking Dan tests, your inventory window is in a random location. So some of the crafter Dans, where it's actually easier to just dump an item into one of these boxes and it'll just automatically pick it because it's the only option that you have, and then you hit craft, your bag spawns here, 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 here. You have to, every time you do a Dan test with one of those, like, tailoring. Oh, excuse me, not tailoring, sorry, magic craft, where it's easier to dump some of the items into the box than it is to like search it and then hit auto and then blah blah blah. Every time that you want to do that Dan test, you have to open your inventory, open your bags, and then move the damn bag over near where you think the window will be, and then do the craft. Because otherwise you waste time and you risk losing, especially magic craft, because it's an extremely tight test. Dan 3 can be unforgiving and even impossible if you're not lag free and you get the wrong recipes. So I hope when Unreal Engine 5 pops up, they allow us to save the window position of those things. I bet it annoys you a lot. I can't imagine anyone actually like going through these menus every day 4 or 5 times a day at least, and then going, yeah, this is fine. If they don't save the window, that's fine. I'll just adjust my inventory around the crafting window just for the shop window to be all the way up here. I don't understand, but it's an old game, Old games has they all have goofy stuff in it that never got fixed. My fingers crossed for Unreal Engine. Here's a small one that you guys might know, but you might not have to deal with it as much as I do. Every time I clear a dungeon and I open my chest, every fucking time, there's white letters in the center of my screen like this. And every time it's like, you've gotten your buff from your dog, plus a million buffs, and I can't see the items that I had just got in my chest. So I have to move away from my chest, then hold Alt because these don't go over the white text on the screen to see what I got, and then select the things I want because I don't want to loot everything, because you've probably seen my inventory. Looting everything isn't a good idea. So like, I just want them to either allow the Alt to go over the white letters for like buffs, shrink it down and put it as floating text, which I would prefer greatly. Like if it just said partner buff and then you just had the stats floating up like it does when you level up and it shows your stats. Or move the text up to here. Move the floating text up to here. Because it happens to me every time I open a chest. I beat Shadow Wizard, open a chest, you got a buff. I beat Rundo, open a chest, you know, your pet is really happy or needs to be fed or something like that. It's always like, it's always happening to me. I needed to change. I'm going insane next on. I hope that on Unreal Engine 5 they readjust it. I think it might have something to do with the monitor's resolution, because it's really, really big letters. Like it takes up so much of the screen that I can't see any of my items except for like the bottom one and the top one. It's kind of ridiculous. It's small, but it whittles down at you, you know what I mean? Alright, you ready for the more controversial stuff? Oh wait, hold on, I'm looking for it. I'm definitely stalling, don't worry. There it is. Alright, here's the optional stuff. Here's the stuff that I would be happy if they put in, but I don't think they should. They don't need to. This isn't necessary. This would be catering to people like me. I would love to have unique hot... That airplane is flying really low. I would love to have unique hotbars. For example, on interactable cooldown hotbar, where I could see like my cooldowns on the side of my character. That way I'm not always looking up here and I don't have to use the... Wait, you can't see. Over here on the side of my character. That way I don't have to look up here all the time, or I don't have to use these for my cooldown. Also, these get in the way when I have them... Like, that's why I don't have them next to me anymore. I used to have them over here. But in the middle of combat, if I needed to click somebody that was near me, but I couldn't hit control because it would lock onto an enemy that's like over here, then I would accidentally click one of these buttons, trying to like click around it in a hurry. So I would like to have an uninteractable UI that shows cooldowns. Maybe even like one that you can put items on that will hold items specifically for showing you how many you have and what cooldown they're currently on. You know, like for when you run Crom and you have a 30-second cooldown on potions, it would be nice if my item hotbar, you know, I put my potion on, I would see it. Or me as a gatherer, I'd go and I gather stuff and I have to constantly keep opening my bag to check how much I got. It would be nice if I can just put my leathers, like I could just attach my leather to like one of the hotbars similar to this, and it would just be like, oh yeah, you have like 300 leathers here. And every time I pick it up, I can see how much I have. These are like quality of life things I would like to see, but they are not necessary. They are not going to change the game. I think the cooldown will change the game, but the item one wouldn't. The most controversial one that I have right now, in my opinion, is a weapon-specific hotbar. I would like to have unique action keys. So, any of you who play fighter will know this 100%. You do charging strike. Your next button, F1, F2. Why can we not have those buttons hotkeyed? And or if anything, have like a hotbar with universal buttons that cater to very particular weapons or actions. So like, example, fighter, F1, F2, right? Also, Fate Weaver. This is number key 1 through 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, I just buffed myself. It was easy. I could use, something like hold Q 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or, you know, if you're a full keyboard player, you would probably use like FGHJK or something like that. We have a lot of hotkeys that we have a lot of buttons that we don't use on our keyboard. I don't use a majority of my keyboard, which is pretty nuts because I use the hotbars for this, from Crisis Escape going up. This is all on like my shift 1 through 1 through 5 and stuff like that. Or not, my bad. Shift 1 through 7, and then my oops, I fucked up. Help. And then like blow is on Q, and then Crisis Escape is shift plus Q. That's how I run this because it makes it easy for me to do these. I would like to kind of have a hotbar that I could assign weapon-specific abilities to. That is kind of universal when I switch to that weapon. And preferably one as well that I could have assigned for like fighter, for puppets, etc. Because I could have these hotbars for like the main moves that I would use to switch to that weapon, and then when I switch to that weapon, still have full access to a good. Well, I shouldn't say full because not every talent has only a few skills, but I would have good access to a lot of these skills. That way, I wouldn't constantly be like switching through my bars as I do. Like when I go to guns, this is my gun / elemental knight. This is my bow / harmonic saint. You know, this is my full puppet bar. My puppet bar requires an entire set, which I do have some skills here, so I can technically get rid of 4 of these. But you know, my point is that like I have to switch through these. If I decide that I need to use a weapon, this is my puppet / harmonic saint, by the way. If I feel that I need to use a very particular weapon, entire move set, I have to switch through my stuff because I can't access all of them without risk. There's a risk that comes with me needing to switch my bars, even if I'm doing it quickly, because I don't have the greatest latency. I would like to see a unique bar for stuff like that, especially for fighter. I mean, if not for every other job, you know, just having like 6 keys that you can apply to it, that when you switch to that weapon you would have access to those moves. I would at least like to see it for like fighter, and you make it universal for Fate Weaver, for Glyph, because like for Glyph I have to use the F keys to set it down, which means every time I hit this I have to like look at my keyboard so I don't hit the wrong F key and buff myself with the wrong buff, which I've done a lot. Yeah, I know, it's tough. Imagine switching your weapons and then needing to switch your hotbar as well because the weapons that you use too many attacks and you can't fit them all on one hotbar. And it's also like way too hard to reach the F keys to like reasonably use the F keys for everything. One of the things that I wanted to say is that I would really hope that they allow you to switch the F keys, but everyone wishes for that. That's just something that everyone wants. I don't think it's worth putting in the list because it's just, you know, at this point it's kind of common sense. All right, okay, I should move on. I'm sorry. I got rambly again. So can we remove the doppelganger effect? Have any of you guys ever, like, do you pay attention to your doppelganger when it procs? Because you probably don't anymore. What was here? Why is that missing? Weird. Missing. Okay, so I know nobody uses it. So there's a specific effect that happens with doppelganger that I think we need to have removed from the game. Alright, pay attention to my screen. Hey, hold on, let me check. It's in hidden. Doppelganger, right? So we're at 12%. Alright. Alright, are you ready? Can we remove this effect from the game? Yes, the big splash. You can... Doppelganger has invulnerability frames? It's actually pretty sick. I didn't know that. Does it require... It doesn't require a weapon either. Huh. I always seen it as the I'm gonna kick your ass, and also if you're an elf, you're gonna be horrifically displaced skill. Because that's usually what happens. I use Doppelganger, and then I just appear on like the other side of the room against the wall. But yeah, the flash. So that I mean, I wanna find out if it does, because that'd be really good if it did. I could use it to escape some too, because I use grapple shot, but sometimes when I attempt to switch my weapon for grapple shot, it tells me that I can't use it because latency. I got hit before the game registered to me that I got hit. Yeah, and it probably has invulnerability frames. But yeah, the Doppelganger's icon spawns screen size, and then it becomes tiny. This effect should have never happened. This needs to be removed. This isn't even like a wishlist thing. This is an ultimatum, Nexon. The amount of flashing white that I have to deal with in your fucking game is killing me. Can we just remove the flashing white in general? Replace it with a cool splashy screen? Shockwave isn't as bad. Shockwave is like a good portion of the screen, but Doppelganger is the entire screen. If Shockwave is the whole screen for you, it's not the same for me. And I haven't seen it like that before, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's because Shockwave isn't as bright, I probably didn't even notice it. Like, I probably only really noticed it when the icon got smaller. Because I always see it when it's like this size. Does Shockwave do that? I don't... I kind of want to see now, actually. Give me a second. I'll let some wolves beat me up. Oh my god, it does. Yeah, you're right, Shockwave does it too. It's just so fast I never realized it. Yeah, you're right, Shockwave does it. I need to turn the light on in my room. I mean, oh my goodness. Yeah, we need to remove that. You know what we could do? Because Mabinogi knows how to do flying text, they should have the flying text right here that just says you got Shockwave. Yeah, it's not that I thought... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it appear as though like I didn't believe you. I never really noticed. I get so hyper-focused when I'm getting jumped in Mabinogi. So usually I don't pay attention to Shockwave cooldown. I like somehow ignore the ridiculous flash. Okay. We need to remove all the seizures from the game. No more white flashes, Nexon. Have a splash screen. I would rather the icon just appear on my character. Or have like a floating text right here that just says, you know, Shockwave ready. If you want to let us know that the important hidden move is ready, then just let us know. You don't give us seizures, you know, when you let us know that meteors come back, I hope. Unless I didn't remember that. Also, welcome in, Weave. I don't know if I said that, and I'm sorry if I didn't. Alright. All right, so we're getting to the end of the list. All right, that's good. That's good. We're getting to the end of the list. I'm gonna have to ask all of you to make sure you don't have your pitchforks near you. You put your pitchforks away? Good. Yeah, put those away. Log out of your Twitter account because I don't want you getting me canceled. All right, you ready? You see this menu right here? You're never ready? Wow, you live a tough life. This menu right here. This right here. Whew. Make it a grid. That's all I'm asking. Give me the option to grid it. You don't know if you don't know what I mean? I would like to see this on a grid shape organization so I could see everything. If I can't resize this window, I want it in a fucking grid. I want to see pretty squares across. You can keep this though, right here. I would like that too. I would also like to have cursor save, to be honest. Because like when I go to this, like when I open this up, I would really like it if like let's say chopping block is the last thing I made. When I came back, it was just on chopping block. But when I'm trying to build stuff for my homestead, I have to open this, go to ornament, scroll down to the thing that I'm looking for, select it, and then use it. In fact, it's so bad, it's actually less taxing to just build everything that I want in one square, break it down into homestead item, and then when I feel better later, then work on my homestead, which I'm going to do later. My homestead, I just got like the new grassy field, so I'm gonna redo my entire homestead anyway. Give me a grid, and for my pets, do it too. For the option, I want an optional grid. You don't have to get rid of the list completely, but I would like to see the icons of my pets going like left to right. I know exactly what my pets look like. When I hover over them, I see the information already. I would like these lists to be easier, so I spend less time scrolling down than I would just like, you know, pop open the window, get what I need, and then leave. I guess that take isn't as controversial as I thought it was. So anyway, we need a boob slider. We need a boob slider. If you don't get what I mean, we need to slide these things this way and this way. All I'm saying, Unreal Engine 5, you know, we make them bigger or we make them smaller. We don't discriminate. All I'm saying. The baubles are the baubles. Too much controversy? You're my moderator. You'll just have to deal with it. Not really as controversial. You know, I'm actually surprised that you said that because I got when I was joking about some of this stuff with a couple of people, I got a fair share of salt. So I was like, oh, it's gonna be like spicy on stream. But you guys are really chill about it. Holy shit. So yeah, when is my alpaca gonna give me movement speed? You know what I mean? Look at this monstrosity. Look at this, Leah. Wait, hold on. Wait, this is the movement speed when you're on him? I run a little bit slower than him. This is the movement speed when I have him picked up. Why do I not run faster, Nexon? Where's my damn double movement speed? I need to show everybody that I'm Herculean as I run through the streets with my alpaca in my hands. Oh, you're a semi-new player? You know what? Fair enough. No. You put it down. You put the alpaca down. You want me to put the alpaca down? I'll send him straight to hell. You really want me to put the alpaca down? He doesn't want me to put him down. Okay, me put it down. Stupid alpaca, get me in trouble. So yeah, speaking of races, when are we gonna give humans universal tumble? Give humans their final their own unique thing outside of Air Revolver. Let them tumble without knuckles on. Let them tumble. Reduce the cooldown. 1.5 seconds. Humans flipping everywhere. No mobility issue. It's gonna be great. Don't you want every human to be Harley Quinn from the Batman? Don't you want every human to just be flipping around like an absolute maniac? Like they're from the Ginyu Force? And eggs. Ooh, the eggs. Why? They let alchemists blind people with sand. Why can't I just pick an egg up and throw it in my enemy's eyes? Am I wrong? If you see a blinker and you throw an egg in a blinker's eye, he's gonna be hurt. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure I'm right. It's been like 12 years and water cannon still doesn't have splash damage. I can't believe this is how we're going. I can't believe this is where the game is going. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I hope one of these days Nexon allows us to mount and fly on our golems. Make alchemy golems great. They'd be fantastic, all powerful, capable of traversing the air and land like the monstrosities they are, as they windmill entire dungeon rooms for 30k crits, because alchemy deserves power. Outside of flame burst and water cannon, of course. I'm not wrong. Where's my powerful golems? Where's my backflipping humans? Where's my giants throwing eggs and blinker eyes? I can't not laugh at it, it's so dumb. But yeah, that's my whole list actually. Like I finished a list. I finished a list a couple of them ago. I hope I know you said it wasn't controversial, but I know that there are people who would vehemently fight against like 90% of my suggestions. But I feel as though like this is genuine here. No jokes, no memes, not talking about throwing eggs in eyes. I feel that Mabinogi genuinely has something that no other game has, honestly. In terms of its gameplay, how it handles, and also like the aesthetic of the game. There's so many really fantastic outfits, so many ways to diversify yourself with the same stuff. Like I have literally the same face as like 10 other people that I know, but because my eyes, my mouth, my hair, my ear, well, I don't have to have the ears, but like it's also different. My body shape is different. I'm so much different than everyone else. And my outfits, the dye patterns, they're all so good. They allow you to be yourself. You could wear the exact same stuff and have the exact same parts, face, eyes, mouth, outfit, and then change the colors and add one thing and you feel so much different than everyone else. And this is very important and in long-lasting games like this, especially games that have really low drop rates. There are so many aspects of this game that can be improved on, especially in the social aspect. Like the DMs are great, but like the basic chat in the game is terrible. I'm sorry, I hit my bowl. The basic chat in the game is terrible. The chat bubbles is a great thing to have, but they shake and they move all the time. It's hard to read. There's no chat bubble for party or raid. You can't really like, you know, you can't really read what people are saying in the middle of combat because of that. There needs to be like, ooh, that was weird. There needs to be a better handle on the sensor, like not being able to say swap, which is really weird that you can't say that despite the game actually having that in like dialogue. Um, you know, not being able to like, not being able to do like certain emotes because it just doesn't come up right, like this one, which comes up wrong. I don't understand that. These are all like it's all like really small things that are like that hit the game over time that impact people. And I think that like all these unique things that they have going for it, like the unique chat, the unique DMs, the unique outfits, the unique looks, perfectly balanced, simple yet very effective weight, weight, muscle, upper body, lower body system, faces, mouths, ears, hair, the dressing room, everything, including even the homestead, which is ironically simpler than Final Fantasy, but still allows as much customization in many aspects, is very fantastic and could be expanded upon with Unreal Engine 5. And we can end up with the same game, but so much better. And that's what I hope for. At least that's the conclusion to this. I hope for the game to only get better and not to be different. I don't want it to change. I want it to improve. We need outfit variants from Vindictus, the normal and the extra spicy ones. Oh yeah. Ah, boob physics. Ah, I forgot to put boob physics in there. Also thigh physics for you extra cultured creatures out there who are looking in the right areas. Alternatively, too, I would like Nexon to allow us to like they would change our age all the way up to 25. There's stat values like that are important between those ages, and you can't utilize those because 17 is the highest that you can go. The game was built around the idea that you would have to age up 3 times before you would be able to rebirth. And having your age capped at 17 has resulted in us not getting the bonuses that we would have gotten at like 19 and 20, etc. Especially like when it comes to like getting proficiency and stuff, or just simply looking that tall. Like I really like how tall. I really like how tall being 18 is. It's only a little bit taller than 17, but I did like it. But I can't use it because I can't be 18 when I want to. I had to be 17. But oh well. That's all small stuff. Oh wait, I did miss one important thing on my list. Um, this one actually comes a bit more personal to me than a lot of the other stuff. And I don't know how many of you guys actually play on WASD, but what happens often, like when you do WASD, right? This is like this movement is fine. It's like it's only fine. It's actually better to move on mouse because like there's a lot less inconsistencies. But I was always a console player, and when I had to play Mabinogi moving with the mouse, I made a lot more mistakes because it's hard for me to move with the mouse and then aim at the enemy with the mouse immediately after. I'm not very accurate with my mouse, and it takes me a while to lock onto stuff sometimes. Even though I try my hardest, there's nothing I can really do about it but keep trying to improve. Um, the issue with WASD is that it sticks a lot. Um, Not only does it stick, but it gets obstructed by things that the mouse doesn't. Like, well, this isn't a good example, but sometimes when you want to like go around stuff with like WASD, I guess this isn't a good example. Sometimes when you want to go around stuff with like WASD, you'll get stuck like right here, like well, not right here, but you'll get stuck like right here at the edge of the collision, and you can't move. But if you click with your mouse, you'll just easily move past it. Um, and this is the case for a fair amount of places that are like really tight. Especially during the generation quests. And I feel it's the same case with like the mouse too, where they allow you to click on things that you shouldn't be able to click on, and this results in your character moving off into like the fucking void to attack stuff. They removed that from Coil Dungeon and Fiode. I don't know how you would pronounce that. Um, but like for other places like Tech Doing, it still exists if you zoom out too far. Or like oh excuse me. Or like when you're in the open world, you're always at risk of accidentally clicking out of bounds when your mouse just happens to like you happen to turn your camera past like a tree or something, and then you end up like clicking that tree. Excuse me, you end up clicking that tree at like the top or something. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be able to click trees. I just say that like things that are like really close to your camera should not be clickable, and things like, walls should not be clickable. There's absolutely zero reason why I should be able to click a wall, and there's absolutely zero reason why something like if this tree gets transparent, which sometimes it does in these dungeons like that. Well, it's not doing it now. But like I shouldn't be able to click this tree like this. Because like it should be in a position where I can't. And like I can't interact with this thing, so there's no reason I should be able to click it, right? It should be just a prop. I should not be able to. I shouldn't be able to click it at all. So I think that they should restrict clicking to the ground and interactables, and make sure that the wall cannot be clicked on. I do know that in some places the wall is the ground. Like they just straight up have one fucking mesh just slide across the universe. But it would be nice if they had readjusted those. And this goes doubly so for flying. With WASD, flying can be like a dream, and it also could be a nightmare. There are some cases where you're trying to fly with WASD, and you just flat out have to turn around and then fly in the opposite direction and then go back to go around stuff because the game will detect that you're colliding with something even if you like moved above it. And you have no choice but to just go back and do it again. It seems to be like a desync issue. This desync issue will carry as well when you're lagging. Your inputs for moving will get held. Like, let's say I'm moving with WSD and I'm trying to attack over here. Sometimes I'll get stuck like this, and no matter how many times I hit A to like, just to press it so it gets unstuck, my character will keep moving, and then they'll start moving towards the mouse as if I'm holding it down like this, and then I have to like spam click and get my character to stop moving towards the mouse. Then I can continue fighting. And if it's still laggy, it happens again, over and over and over and over again. And some fights, it's debilitating. I can't play the game because I'm stuck moving nonstop in directions that I can't stop my character from moving from. And this plagues WASD more than it plagues mouse, but it shouldn't exist for either of those. Neither of these input should have their inputs be held down because you had a minor bit of lag. I got my daily, yeah. My hopes for when 5 comes out, like the Unreal Engine 5 update comes out, is that this is changed. You know, I would like to see I would like to see major improvements to the game all around. I think that it would definitely bring the game back to life. If anything, our small community will love it even more because honestly, I don't give a damn if the game gets like way bigger. I think the community that we have right now is fantastic. Even some of you little shitters out there that I may not want to talk to on the daily. I appreciate the community for what it is, and there we have a nice balance of people, and it's great. It's great to meet so many people. It's great to talk to so many different people, and I would love to see the game continue to live on. Hmm. But I'm getting sentimental. I'm sorry. Is there any other things that we? Oh yeah, we wanted to talk about the race thing. No, Mobby 2 got canceled. Remember? They wanted to make a top-down game, and then they realized it was going to be shitty. They also wanted to call Vindictus Mabinogi Online, but then realized how stupid it would be because Mabinogi already exists. So it would have been called Mabinogi Fantasy Life, which is what they basically changed the damn name to after they realized that they wanted to make another game. And then it would be Mabinogi Fantasy Life and then Mabinogi Online. And then Vindictus would technically be Mabinogi pre-sequel. Or not pre-sequel, my bad. Well, I guess technically. No, Mabinogi's prequel. And Mabinogi would technically be Mabinogi 2. So what a clusterfuck. Physics on clothing? We most likely will have that in Unreal Engine 5. What is that outfit? Hold on. I can't find it. It's called like I think it's called like the soccer or something. No, it's not called that. No, it's not that. Shit, I forgot what it's called. No, it's not the Imperial Knights outfit. Oh, it would have been good? Yeah, I agree. It would have been really good. Um, there's an outfit that has an idol that has a really good that has really good physics on it. Special Aaron? No, it isn't. Nope. Nope, that's not it. I think it's one of the newer ones, but we'll check. Or is that it? I think this is it actually. No, this isn't it. This isn't it. I kind of want that actually. I want this. It's a nice dress. Does it look terrible when you walk? Yeah, it looks all right. It looks kind of bad though. See if I can find it. I know it's one of the newer ones, so I should be able to find it. That's a wild fragrant. I've seen people wearing that. The Imperial Knights? No, no. Is it? Wait, isn't it called the Imperial Commander? That's probably the outfit I'm thinking of, but I doubt it. Well, I'll see. This one? No, it's not because this is Alcoholics Weekly. I know what it looks like. Imperial Royal Knight. It's got kind of like this samurai look to it, but I don't think I could find it. Yeah, I think I might not be able to find it. Ooh, wow, that looks good. Damn, I want it. That's not it. It didn't have a gun. Huh. I guess I can't find it. All right, so there's an outfit. Um, I can't remember. Oh, here it is, right here. Yeah, see, it has physics and the idle animation. Um, so like I know that they could do physics, but it would probably hit the game like crap because like this game basically your connection determines your performance in some aspects. I know it's not literally physics, Leah. I'm not stupid. But they have how it looks visually as physics in the animation. They clearly had recorded like they clearly had physics, recorded it, and then stuck it as an animation. And it looks good. Like they could effectively do it. Don't worry, I'm not stupid enough to not know the difference between an animation and actual physics. Any other outfits out here that I Oh, that's the magic one. I wanted that for a while. Special Dreamers. But I'm getting sidetracked. I think they're gonna redo. They're probably gonna redo Harris. They're probably gonna like. I think they're gonna add like a bit of physics to everything. Likely not a lot. And if they don't, they'll probably do it in like future content. Like they'll have like rehashed outfit or some shit like that, so that they can sell it with physics. They're doing a good job, but they're still greedy. I hope that they redo flying. Like the whole like you have to be 15 meters to land, and also you can't land or fly in X area is kind of annoying. Like I get that they don't want to get people out of bounds, but like there's some really weird limitations on flight. Like, do you guys remember back when you used to be able to go to Terra Castle from outside of Terra? And now you can't because you know lag issues. But before the entire castle you could not fly into. You couldn't fly to the entire castle, dude. It's like there was almost no point to being able to fly over to it. Well, I shouldn't say you couldn't fly. You couldn't land in the entire castle. Sorry. Uh, I think that's all actually. Wow, this is actually a lot less chaotic than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting tomatoes to be thrown everywhere, but I guess I'm actually quite the big brain, and secretly I come up with good ideas. I should become a game journalist. Well, thanks for thanks for stopping by, everybody. Though. I hope you guys had fun. Oh wait, hold on. We forgot Leah. Leah, race differences. Wait, do you want to talk about that in DMs? We could actually talk about that in DMs. You want to talk about that in DMs instead? Hmm. Yeah, you know what? I'll talk about it in DMs. I've ran my mouth enough. My throat is kind of dry, and I don't have Ronnie here to tell me to hydrate. So, thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys had fun. I hope that a lot of you guys' wishes, the more positive ones, really come true. You know, we all want to continue playing the game more and more. So, fingers crossed. Enjoy yourselves. Take care. Bye bye. Wow, you're spamming hydrate. You're so toxic.